Wow, I am live. Hello, YouTube. My name is Dion. I am new to this YouTube platform. Hello, everybody. I know I'm nervous being new, trying to get a feel of what's going on with YouTube. Things I want to share about the mindset of a woman is definitely a battle. And that's what we're going to be sharing today. I have a lot on my mind. A lot on my mind. A lot on my mind. I've been going through a lot in silence. Sometimes you have to go through things in silence. In silence. Sometimes people don't give a flying flip what you're going through. And that's okay. Only as long as you care. As long as you make it right. All right. So yeah, I'm ranting. I'm just in the feel of being on YouTube going live. How's everybody? I'm pretty sure this is what 49, 50 seconds in. Hey YouTube. Maybe if I can bring it not quite where you can just see my ceiling. Yeah, I'm ranting. There's been a lot going on YouTube though. Talking about the celebrities, Diddy. Phew. Man, it took a long time for that to happen. A long time. But you think about it, he's not the only one in power that's doing crazy stuff behind the scenes. You got normal people doing crazy stuff behind the scenes. It's crazy. But like I said, the mindset of a woman, baby, it's a battle. We go through a lot as women. All right, let's start at the beginning with your mindset as a kid. Who encouraged you? Were you encouraged? How did that affect you? How did your parents speak to you growing up? Because, that has a lot to do with our mindset, how we think, how we feel, and how we move in life. Were you encouraged when you got up or were you cussed out? Because that makes a difference. You encourage a kid before they go to school, have a good day, positive affirmations. Then a kid that you cuss out before going to school can't have a good day. It's impossible. It's impossible. But we do it all the time. Because I always say it's power in the tongue. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. And the way we speak is going to affect the way we see things, the way we think about things. Because everything starts with the mindset. So, we need to stop the madness of dysfunctioning thinking and make sure we renew our minds every day. And I mean, I'm talking about me too. Because for a long time, I cut back, separated myself from my so called acquaintance or friends that I used to have. And the reason why is because when you realize that you are the only one reaching out, when you realize you are the only one keeping the lines of communication open, it's time to make a change. When you realize people not calling and checking on you and seeing how you doing, it's time to make a change. When you realize that you go the extra mile for your friends, for people you support, and when it's time to reciprocate the favor, and it's not done, it's time to make a change. So yeah, I made a change in my life. I cut off unnecessary drama because it seemed like every time I would go somewhere, it don't matter. I invite people. I'm the type of person I like to be the one to bring people together and have a good time. Positive. We don't have to. I mean, we have enough negativity in this world to last us a lifetime. Okay. So when are we going to bring something that's good? So me, I would get my girls together, call them up, let's say, let's go somewhere, let's hang out. Always the one initiating, always the one calling. And then you find out these so-called friends are talking about you behind your back. Ever walked in a room and you felt like everybody just talked about you and everybody got quiet? The whole vibe changed? Well, that was me. I come in with good intentions. I don't know what it was, but every time I would go somewhere, it's like a, somebody wanted to fight me. Why? Just because? Just for general purposes? Or because I showed up? Sometimes your light affect people and they don't like it. They don't like the light that you have. But that's not your problem. That's their problem. That's their problem, not your problem. So yeah, like I said, the mindset of a woman is definitely a battle. I didn't get on here to try to talk about nobody. I just want to talk about situations that we know that we have to change because the battle take place in the mind. Okay. For so long, we allowed the cares of this world to dictate how we think and create our lives. We have allowed people, words to create a mindset in our subconscious that we do not realize it creates our environment. Relationships are the biggest mindset blower. I'm not talking about only about physical relationship, family, friends, co-worker, etc. We still have to have a certain mindset created, you know, and we do not realize the same patterns you become frustrated with time and time again. It's the, you know, we still have a certain mindset we have created and we do not realize the pattern. That's why you go through the same thing. That's why you're frustrated time and time. How we're thinking. So yeah, I had to change I have to every day I have to be mindful of the way I'm thinking because it does dictate. There's power in words. Words can stay with you. It can stay with you in your subconscious mind. You know, parents can say things to you. I'm talking about years ago that they can stay with you. I mean, it doesn't matter. They can say to you, you're not gonna amount to anything, or you're gonna be great. Both are words from your parents, but how will each statement create your environment? The test is how the child think. The Bible says, whoever, whatsoever man thinketh in his heart, so is he. In order for words, uh, in order, words, how you think is what you become. So what are we thinking? So what are people thinking when you walk into the room? What are your intents? I see so much going on YouTube, on the internet, people talking about each other, women roasting each other. It makes no sense how we go after each other like that. Why? Why are we tearing each other down? Older women, we supposed to be teaching the younger women how to act out here in these streets. The families are being torn down. Relationships are being torn down. Why can't we get along? Why does it have to be so much animosity, jealousy, strife? Do you realize you're operating in that? What are your daily thoughts? Do you realize what you're thinking every day? Do you realize you can change your mind just like you change your clothes? What are we doing? Listen, I can remember growing up with both parents in my house. We lived as a middle class family lifestyle. Daddy worked, mama stayed at home. My mama had dinner on the table every night while my daddy worked every day. Things that seemed to be okay. But I was just 9 or 10 at the time. Okay. Christmas time, we got everything we asked for. I cannot remember a time I did not get what I asked for as a child. I had my princess dresses. That was the highlight of my life because, as a child, you create things in your mind, your imagination. It's the same way we're supposed to still be creating as adult. But when we become adult, we get flooded with so much stuff on our minds, which is crazy. Things change. Because over time, words come in and destroy a lot of things. Hey, I was young, very young. Had my child young. And when I think about the Diddy situation, the Cassie situation, with all that was going down, I went through similar situations. So you don't have to be a celebrity to go through stuff like that. You could be a normal person to go through things like that, which is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy what's going on in this world. We definitely have to be mindful. The thing, okay, I'm going to read you some excerpts of my book called The Mindset of a Woman. Chapter 1, Child's Mindset. I can remember as a child growing up with both parents in my house, as I said before. We lived a middle-class lifestyle. Dad worked, mom stayed at home. My mom had dinner on the table every night while my dad worked every day. Things seems okay with them, but I was just 9 or 10 at the time. Okay. Christmas time, we got everything we asked for. I can't remember a time I did not get what I asked for as a child. I had a princess dress, long and flowing. They were the highlight of my life at the time because I knew I was a princess. I knew I was important and special at that time of my life. Then things changed when our apartment caught fire. Everything we had burned. All my princess dresses were destroyed. We lost everything. I can remember being told I had to leave school because my place was on fire. They had it all over the news. The fire started with the neighbors downstairs. We did move to the back of that same apartment complex, but things was not the same. I began to hear my parents fight physically with each other. The environment was very toxic and unstable. It really was. My mindset changed from thinking I was special to thinking, why my parents are not getting along? Why are they fighting so much? Why are we why are they fighting so much? We still went out as a family, enjoying time together, but the energy was off. We rolled past this apartment. I'm live right now, daughter. I'm live on YouTube right now. I got my daughter on the phone, guys. I'm live on YouTube. I'll give you a call back. All right, bye-bye. All right, thank you. All right, so that was my daughter calling me. Like I said, my mindset changed from thinking I was special to thinking, why is my parents not getting along? Why are they fighting so much? Like I said, we still went out as a family, enjoying time, but the energy was off. We drove past this apartment. I used to say out loud to everybody in the car, we're going to move there. I did. The apartment was King Ridge. I'll never forget. And we used to pass by that and I used to say, oh, this is going to be where we live. I just said out loud to my mom and dad, we're going to move here. And I can recall the incident when my dad came home and a shot rang through the apartment, barely missing me. Somebody shot him, shot at him, should I say. I can remember my mom and dad fighting that night about his bitch coming to our place, shooting and almost killing me. My mom put her foot down with my dad, and we ended up moving. The beauty of us moving was we moved into that very place I said out loud that we was going to live there. You see, I manifest that place through my subconscious mind. I used to say it out loud every time we roll past. This is what mindset is all about. You create your thoughts through your circumstances, whether they are good or bad. Broken mindset, okay. A new place. I manifest how great I felt. My family moved away from that drama. We was all here, mom, dad, sister, living in the new beginnings. My mindset was great, thinking good thoughts as we continue to go on as a family, as we continue to go on as family outings. Now, did you know your mindset began with your parents, teacher, or any influence on your life? My dad was my greatest influence. He taught me things he did not even know he did. I watched him constantly because he was my example and my dad. Things began to go down with my parents and they fought a lot. I could not take the constant fighting and verbal attack towards each other. I knew in my mind something was going to change for the worse. And trust me, because I thought that, that is what I received. You will have whatever you keep on thinking. And that's the truth. I came home from school, 12 at the time. My dad was moving the big model TV. He had help. Remember those floor model TVs that good and well you couldn't move by yourself, you had to have help. But when I got home from school, my dad was having some other guy helping him move that big floor model TV. Now I'm thinking, well, maybe the TV's broken. What's going on? And I'm like, why is he here early moving? How are we going to look at TV? So I asked my dad, what are you doing? Are you coming back? I was old enough to understand what was going on. He said to me, I'm leaving. I'm not coming back. Wow. What a change of mindset that statement put in me. I asked if you are leaving, I want to go with you. He told me he would come back for me. You know what? I waited all night long for my dad to come back for me. To no avail. He never called from that day on. Can you imagine the mindset, the rejection that took over me? My dad is deceased now. We mended things before he passed away. But can you imagine as a child the rejection? Waiting on your dad when he said he's going to come back for you, he never showed. That could be devastating as a child. That's crazy, isn't it? Well, this is some of the things that I want to talk about. The mindset of a woman. It's a battle. So stay tuned. Thank you for listening. Bye.